Not sure if you guys caught this, but MSNBC was exposed today for yet another set of lies. They deceptively edited together this video of different Joe Rogan comments to make it appear that he was singing the praises of Kamala Harris.
She's going to win.
No, she's not.
She can win. She is a strong woman. She is a person who served overseas twice. She in a medical unit. She was a congresswoman for 8 years.
Yeah.
She is a person of color. She's everything you want. She's going to win.
No, she's not.
She can win. They just want no Trump, no matter what.
This is not reflective at all of the truth of what Joe Rogan said. And I think MSNBC has since taken this post down. But what's really serious here is that not only does Joe Rogan deserve an apology.
It's incredible. And guess what? It seems that Joe Rogan is suing now, allegedly. I hope it's true, because I want some truth and no more lies.
Kamala!
Hello. Hi.
Hey there.
Oh, hi. You're both together. Oh, it's good to hear you both.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
Oh, my goodness. Michelle, Barack, this means so much to me. I'm looking forward to doing this with the two of you, Doug and I both, and getting out there, being on the road. But most of all, I just want to tell you the words you have spoken and the friendship that you have given over all these years mean more than I can express. So thank you both. It means so much. And we're going to have some fun with this too, aren't we?
Did you see when President Obama and Michelle called? Did you see? Hello? Hello? Yes. Yes. Who is this? Oh, this is Michelle and Barack. Oh. So surprised to hear. They got 4 cameras in front. Oh, I'm so surprised. It's on speakerphone.
Surprise, mother...
Listen, we just want to congratulate you on destroying Joe Biden. I mean, on winning the... Hey, is Joe Biden gonna... Was that the phoniest phone call you've ever seen? It's a trap.
Look, all I have to say is it's weirdly funny if you just explain exactly what you see. It's not somebody is making funny of you. It's just we just explain what we see. That you choose the vice president as a president without giving the people a democratic choice. And we can say anything about it because you're telling us she's black.
Is Kamala going to make you a little more likely or less likely to vote Democrat?
Just hold on, wait, first, Ray, hold on, Ray. Is Kamala black, yes or no?
I'm going to let her speak on that. But to me, no.
Oh, is Kamala black, yes or no?
I share that same view.
Wow, is Kamala black, yes or no?
I heard she was. I heard she's half black and half Asian.
It feel like she black when she want to be. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to be honest.
I feel that same.
Huh?
Wow.
Yeah, she uses the black card when she have to.
Wow, it's huge. Okay. I'm just saying, I've heard this is huge.
Okay,
man.
so that's interesting. My follow-up question is, does it matter?
At this point, no. I think America's... I tell people this right now. If you really want change in this country, you would not be voting for either of the lesser of two evils. So, like, if we at that point, if we truly at that point as Americans, then we know what we need to do.
But I'm talking about this. We're debating her ethnicity.
Yeah.
Right? And we're hedging, right? Maybe. Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
If she came out tomorrow and was like, yo, I'm black.
That don't mean nothing to me. Obama was black.
Right. Does it mean anything to you?
No. Wow.
Now, hold on. Do you think, though, let's flip it a little bit further. Does a black candidate maybe understand your background, your needs better than a candidate who's not?
If they've come from our background.
Well, so let's get away from that. Let's say it is a black candidate.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you vote for someone who's a black candidate over a white candidate if they have the same issues? And they're no different on the issues, but one's black, one's white. Do you favor the black candidate because of like those reasons? Maybe they understand my situation better, understand me better.
Yeah, are you relating to somebody more just based on if they kind of resemble what you look like? Does that inherently make you want to vote for them?
if they come from my same type of background, like
Just like Ray said, like so they really gotta be.
Yeah.
They just can't be black. They
You
gotta
can't just be black.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you have to come from my background. You have to understand what it is to be poor, to fight for everything, to get where like I've been through so much to get where I am today. And if you can't relate to that, why am I going to just give you my vote? Why am I going to support you?
So a white person, hold on. So a white person just comes through all of that versus a rich black person.
That white person, if he's going through the same thing that I've gone through, he from the hood, he from the trailer parks, he from the bottom, bro, you got my vote because you understand where I come from.
That's what I always say.
I try to tell people.
Oof, yikes. In all honesty, most black people don't really care where you're coming from, in all honesty. But the Democrats do. They care how you look and how you speak, but like them.
Little issues with this photo. And she said, getting spam claiming these photos are AI. Not sure why I'd use AI to create a crowd of people in downtown Pittsfield. Then people started zooming in. The fuck is going on with that road sign? How does that happen? Someone explain to me how they can put their hands through the fucking sign? And what fucking language is this? Like, it's very obvious. This is all fake. Like, they tried to take a tiny crowd at her fundraiser and make it some big event using AI. We're now at the point that in the last 2 days alone, we caught MSNBC editing a Joe Rogan clip to make it sound like he supported Kamala Harris, when actually he was talking about Tulsi Gabbard. Now we got CNN using AI to make it look like people give a shit about Kamala Harris. It has become very clear that the mainstream media is willing to lie directly to your face. It's up to you whether or not you're going to take it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can trust anything anymore. So the fact that you actually believe that I'm going to trust a bunch of polls? No, I don't trust that at all.
And you've also served this country, correct?
Correct.
Now tell these fucking people, okay, after I just said they left the receipt with a $13,000 food stamp balance. Tell these people, as a veteran that served this country, right? Tell them how much food stamps you get in a month.
$23.
To racism. No.
And they're going to tell you the system is messed up because they were doing that so long ago anyway. And I'm like, really? I thought you cared about the black people. But no, now you care about the brown people.
When people were saying online, does this now make me far right as well?
Yes, it does, but Alex.
No.
The problem
when
is,
ordinary men and women were putting their pictures up on Twitter, who frankly just looked like, Bob and Jane next door, and people who served in the army and former police officers and people of all colours and creeds saying, I am now a far right thug. Were they?
We need to address a bigger problem here, okay? And it makes people uncomfortable, and I'm sorry about that. But when people say, am I far right? Am I racist because I hold these views? Then if you do hold those views, then yes, you are.
In other words, ladies and gentlemen, being a middle ground person walking on eggshells is the same thing and just being yourself. Your choice.
Okay, what are these views? Where do we define this? Because when this began, right, there's definitely a hardened, vile core of people going out right now, mobile around the country, trashing our country, defiling our flag. That I agree with. But this started, actually, with a huge caucus of people concerned about uncontrolled immigration.
No,
is that a far right?
It didn't start with that, Alex. It didn't start with that. It started with lies and misinformation from people who seek division. Andrew Tate.
Why not blame something that you cannot solve that has nothing to do with the current problem, but the fact that you can solve something that has nothing to do with that problem, you are diverting the issue and you're feeling uncomfortable. I guess I know what you are.
It's not even talking metaphorically.
This has got nothing to do with Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate did not suddenly get a lot of ordinary Brits upset about what is changing in their communities.
Yes, he did, because people follow him online. He's the most searched man on the internet.
I worry
These
that
young
people
men
like you, people like you have swallowed your own narrative to the extent that for some reason you cannot see the wood from the trees. You have spent so long gaslighting us that problems we see happening in our society don't exist and that they are our fault, and you're doing it again. You are repeating that language and that narrative. When are you going to go into listening mode and understand actually the discontent comes from something? It comes from, be it material need.
Ladies and gentlemen, I blame this. You have to be careful what you put on Facebook. what kind of stickers you put on the street. Because if something happened to your daughter, you need to understand they're still adapting. You can send them back because it's a crime in their own country and they might get the death penalty. So we need to be empathetic. And there comes a point that certain people are like, when do I get some empathy?
It comes from be it material need. It comes from a lack of integration and social concerns. When are you going to understand that?
It sounds to me like you're making apologies for racism and fascism.
Of course I'm not. You idiot. Listen, I've told you there is vile things happening that different...
Why are you bothered about...
Get him off. I don't want to listen. I do not want to speak to a man, frankly, who seems to have a pathological problem with the truth. Idiot. This is why we're not solving the problem, Tim, because you can't talk to them. You cannot explain to them that there are people in this country who are really upset with the way society is without him turning around and saying that somehow I am condoning or inciting the violence happening, which I'm absolutely not doing.
For an inclusive ideology, they don't want to hear two freaking opinions. They just want you to shut up and hear one opinion. And if you just want to say, what do you racism?
Don't get me wrong, ma cosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, turloqueta, verdetta, welcome.